Okay, welcome back. So, we've just been playing one table Zoom Russian cash games this morning. Just a little bit of practice, really. Nothing too serious. We've probably lost a stack or two. So, let's continue. I'm going to call with the Jack Queen suited. It's a bit loose, but we don't really get anything. 2 overs, 2 weak overs. Backdoor. Flush. We couldn't hit a flop with a bus. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Who says that? Yo, yo, yo. Who says that? Fucking hell. He's got this kind of cockney way of saying that, hasn't he? Okay, he's actually from the Midlands. Not too far from where I'm from. I know that much. Sort of like Brown Hills or something like that. Not me. No, I was raised. I went to school near there, and I've got a ginge poker story for you. My son was here in recently. I'm not telling you where I live, but he visited me, and we were in a restaurant, and enjoying. I don't know what it was. Korean food, I think. And there was a table near us, not exactly next to us. I'm going to re-raise the ace kings here. Well, let's just play about today. Oh, look at that. Okay. And yeah, Ginge Poker was there with a group of his. I'm sure he could see me looking at him, and I was getting really excited. Oh, that's Ginge Poker, that's Ginge Poker. And you know, I really wanted to go and say hello, but you know, I didn't. And I do really enjoy his videos. I would recommend you go and watch some Ginge Poker videos. I've learned a lot from him. You're going to learn a lot more from him than you will me. Okay, we've got the set here, and we've made no progress. Three, two, five. I'm going to flat the 7-6. It's really loose, but the stack size here makes it worth our while. But that flop is really good for 7-6 of hearts, and it gets even better now. So well done us. Great call. And we're hoping really just to play for stacks at this stage. No, I folded. Did you notice the sarcasm there? Okay. Oops. Flop the jacket. I mean, what is it with these fucking flops, man? I couldn't eat a flop with a bus. I mean, give me something to play for. Fuck's sake. Come on, I'll just send you a check, Pokerstars. Dear Pokerstars, please just take my money and fuck off. Okay, so we're going to re-raise with the ace queen. Probably going to get a shove because he's got ace ace. Ace ace! Okay, we got top pair. It's always a bit dangerous, isn't it, with the top pair queens. I've lost so many stacks with the queens. We've got the ace. I'm tempted just to shove now because we have the overcard, the flush draw, we got the queen, we got a lot of outs. I'm probably going to get beat. Yeah. No, I think my strategy in that situation is to say, if they've got something, if they're probably now in a marginal situation, aren't they? Their kings is not, or even their ace is not as strong as they would like it to be. So shoving, I think, asks them a question, doesn't it? Do you want to play for it? Most people are $2 bill, and you have to. You have to run with that. So that's the thing. I think, as much as possible, when things get marginal like that, just try to take the initiative. Obviously, I don't have a lot of information on these players, and I'm just winging it a bit, really. I'm not really taking too many notes, however, I'm not playing with my HUD. So I'm just playing each hand as I see it, which is how I like to practice sometimes. Sometimes I will play with a HUD. If I do play with the HUD, I don't have a lot of stats there anyway. VPIP, I will have maybe big blinds per 100 and maybe 3-bet percentage. Why do I have... Well, VPIP I think tells you a lot, doesn't it? Is someone playing tight? Is someone playing too many hands? Is someone, tells you about their range and what type of player they are, I think. So again, it tells you some information, I think, and that's great. The big blinds per 100, well, particularly over a lot of hands, I get a sense of whether it's a winning player or not, So obviously someone who's got a massive VPIP over like 5,000 hands and is like minus 20 big blinds 100 or whatever, then there's potential there. I'm going to fold the 7-8. And then, likewise, you might have somebody who's playing fairly tight, is a winning player, and, they're probably making reasonable moves a lot of the time. So you have to, I think, take their actions on the table a little bit more seriously, I think, than a sort of Yahoo type of player or recreational type of player, whatever the word is. And the 3-bet is particularly, I just want to see how passive somebody is or how over aggressive they are. And that's enough information for me. All the other, I mean, there's lots and lots of other information. On my, I mean, I might show you one day soon. Um, Off table HUD, when I've got my HUD open and I'm going through my HUD, I have a lot of other information there that I use to kind of analyse my game. More my game than other players, to be honest. Okay, re-raising the tens here. So, but by and large, I kind of I don't really use my HUD too much. I know some people are going to say, well, you're giving yourself a disadvantage. So, yeah, sometimes I think I've been guilty myself. I think I've probably said this before, of overvaluing the HUD stats. You know, when a Yahoo's going, ignoring what they're doing with their bets and thinking, oh, they've got a VPIP of 70, they've obviously got nothing, you know. And then they turn up with ace, you know. So I don't know how many times that's happened, quite a lot. Re-raising the ace king here. And if we get a re-raise, I'm just shoving, calling a shove. I'll go king jack. Gonna be a jack. Yeah, that was fucking close. I'm re-raising with the ace jack here. Fucking Yahoo. But at the same time, we lost 13 chips, you know. He could have something, he could have nothing. I have a feeling he had nothing. I've just flattened the ace 10. I'm going double pot here. I have a feeling he might have queens and just shove on me and we're going to call. I like to have a plan at each step of the way, you know. I like to say, you know, like I did in that last hand, I'm going to just flat with the ace queen, and I don't know what the 10, the ace 10 was it? And then looking at that flop, I like to say to myself, you know, I'm going big, and then I'm just going to call if he shoves on me. So I already, I already know what I'm going to do most of the time. It's the way that I play. I'm not like, you know, oh, what shall I do here? I don't spend too much time counting combos, you know. Yes, I think sometimes I might do that a little bit more off table, where I'll look at a hand. There's one or two hands that I've played this week. You know, I've folded some big hands. It's actually there was a session, I think 4 tables on Pokerstars that I did a few days ago, and I folded some big hands there. And one or two of them might have been a mistake, you know. But still, overall in the session, I was like plus 19 big blinds, 100. You know. Do we have enough to bet large with the sevens? I don't know. We could represent trips here, or boat, or something. We've got a full house, so let's hope he's got a flush. Oh, I think he had a flush, obviously. Yeah, not flush. Okay, we got lucky. So where was I? Yes. I mean, off table, I'll probably do some of the combo counting. You know, how many hands did I beat? How many hands did I not beat? And I haven't got all this to my head in playing, you know, especially with multi-tabling. I'm not, you know, I do go through it a little bit, but I don't sort of count it specifically as about, you know, he could have jacks, he could have kings, we're beaten by this, and I've got a rough assessment of those numbers. So yeah, I mean that gives me some information when I'm kind of looking at the combos. How much is he likely to be bluffing? What? I think the other thing is, what are their actions and I think what's more important to me is a little bit, what are their actions and behaviours telling you? I think that's the biggest thing. There was one earlier where I folded ace king, and again it's probably entirely a incorrect fold. Top pair. Okay, combo wise I probably could have been beaten by lots of hands, but there was ace queen on the board and the guy was aggressive with it. Now ace queen on the board, are you going, you know, how often are these players going to be really aggressive with ace king? Most of the time they're kind of like going to be a bit careful because they know there's an ace queen there. You know, so that kind of told me that, I mean, I didn't really know that player very well, and he could be like a bullshitter. I know, the more that I get to know them and some of these players, you know, I'll probably make different decisions, but with the information that I had, I said from the very beginning, and that hand that I played earlier, it smells, he flatted my free bet. What did I free bet? Oh, he just flatted me. Maybe my open raise. I'm just going to flat the ace 9 here. We're probably fucked here. You know what? I'm playing about a short start. He could have any type of ace, and he could have ace king, but we'll just go for it. Oh, fuck off. Ace fucking 3. And he got a boat. Yeah, I'm playing about. It was very loose, but fucking short stacks. Fucking, I tell you what, it feeds these fucking short stacks all the time. All the fucking time. Ace king calling with ace 3. There you go, fucking dobos. Anyway, well done him. Just playing one table, pissing about. Yeah, we were stuck there, weren't we? You just have to go for it. Stats were going either going in or you're folding. I think there. Okay, we've got trips. I'm just gonna check. I'm just gonna call. We got the 9, so we're blocking a straight a bit as well. Now we got boat. Checking again. There's a flush there, there's a straight there. Okay. Wasn't great, was it? So let's get back to what I was saying. I mean, I'm talking about player behaviours there, and then I go and semi-bluff with an ace-9. I don't really have much choice there, I don't think. Could have been a chop. It wasn't. Call him in the king-queen. I don't like it, but he's got 300 there. And we'll have to hope that we get a really good flop. It's one of those ones, isn't it? Right, it's less likely that he's got a king now. He's bet into it. I think we're just going to re-raise. Okay, so what I was saying. Generally, I think the player behaviour is a good indicator of what they have. This is just my opinion. I mean, yeah, you've got you got that guy with the ace-3, and you know, you had no choice. You could have been beaten by ace-king. I'm going big here, try and take this down. I've got the queen now. We have to hope that he doesn't have a set there. And he's on a draw. Oh, come on, man. Come on. What is it? Whenever I've got fucking ace queen and I got a queen, I'm fucked. Fucking, it's a hand of death. Whenever I've got ace queen and a queen on the board, I'm fucked. They've always got something fucking. I called that. I know he's got king, king, ace, ace, a fucking set. Okay. I'm folding the king 9. I'm fucking annoyed. Fucking annoyed. So it seems to be patterns to me. King, king comes with a fucking ace on the flop. Or an ace on the turn. Okay, I know there's a reasonable chance of that happening, but sometimes fucking all day long. Ace queen. You know. I've got a top pair on the board, but it's never enough. I'm always up against a nuttish hand. I'm always up against the nuts. You know. Often when I've got top pair aces, I've got a raggy 2 pair. Ace 3. Frustrating sometimes. Every time, first 10 minutes of starting, I'll lose a stack. It doesn't matter what I've got. Ace, ace, king, king, ace, king. I get runner to bullshit hand. Their flush gets home. Their straight gets home. Their queen 2 off fucking makes her fucking trips on the river. You know what I'm talking about. And you just think, fucking hell, man. I'm sat here with queen, king. And you've carried on betting with fucking nothing. Bottom pair 2. I had that the other day. Guy had bottom pair 2. I think I put half my stack in, 50 chips. I think I had ace king with a drawery hand, I think. And he went all in with 2-2. And he got it. Fuck me, There was... I'm re-raising here. What's that one chip doing? Fuck knows. Yeah, that was a really interesting bet. One. 10% pot, whatever. What's that gonna do? Build a pot? Get me to fold? Maybe some people do fold. Anyway. I'm just finding that at the moment, there's kind of patterns where I'm not really getting away from shit. Mind you, I've not really played any solid cash game poker the last few days. I think the other day I played 4 tables, 2 max. Pokerstars, I think. I think it's the video's on there, I think. And that went okay. That was great. I mean, I think it was 2 or 3 hours and plus 19 big blinds. So, there was an example of just sitting down, multi-tabling, focusing. Yeah, we had a bit of up-down. We might have started off with -2 stacks within 10 minutes, like you usually do. But we ended up plus 19, plus 20 big blinds, 100, so... I think that's the only session where I've kind of played a pretty focused cash game for a while. Well, it actually went quite well, so I think that's what I need to do, is do more of that as far as my cash game goes. The thing is as well, this is probably why I'm doing well at tournaments, because you have to be there for like 6, 7, 8, 9 hours, well, however long you stay in there. So I'm probably approaching my tournament play. I'm a little bit more prepared. I've got my coffee ready. I've got my cupcakes ready. I got my Pringles, my healthy diet. I'm only joking, but I'm kind of focused, prepared a little bit. And sometimes with the cash games, I'm just sort of, I do an hour or 2 at the moment, and I'm not prepared in the same way, I don't think. I don't think we have enough to continue, even with the 5 here, the middle pair. Ace 5, yeah, well, 6, 5. If I had a blue, yes. Maybe a mistake, but I don't think so. couldn't hit a flop with a bus. I mean, actually, I think, you know, this is the third or fourth hour I've been playing this morning. I don't think I've had ace in that time. Oh yeah, I have. I forgot. I think they folded 2 or 3 times when I've had a couple of times in the big blind, I think. King, once or twice. I'm just going to flat the ace-4 here. We've got money in the pot. Oh, sticky one, isn't it? We got top pair, flush draw. I mean, what's he doing that with? We need a 4. Sticky one. Do have 2 pairs. Folding some big hands, really tight folds. I know. Top pair queens, here we go. I'm going quite big. And now we have the open end, but we're in trouble. I mean, ace jack's got there. I mean, that's, again, I'm not really sure I'm doing the right thing sometimes. It's why in really sort of sometimes marginal boards, or when I've just got outs to play for, it's why I put big bets in there, because it asks them a question, you know. And I'd rather lose the money on a big bet than lose a stack, because you know, if you go small, well, people are just going to call it anyway, and you know, they might have it, and then they might already have ace jack in that hand, for example, and they might think, okay, well, that'd be a mistake to call, I think, but I'll call, and then I'll re-raise the river or something like that, and then you're stuck. You think, okay, it's not really a bet if they call a small bet when there's a lot going on the flop. So what I like to do is to say, okay, if they're willing to pay a lot of money to continue, they're not going to be, you know, most of the time they're not continuing with 2-2. I had one the other day that did and got it, just a donkey. But very often, most of the time, people are continuing with either the nuts or something, the nearly nuts. And then you've got to take that into account. I'm going to flat the king 3 here. It's very loose, but we got all that money out there. Get a little bit of that. And we're out. We're not getting the run that we want this morning. Okay, I'm re-raising the ace. Queen, taking it quite big. I'm going quite big here, try and get a fold. Fucking didn't work, did it? Couldn't hit a flop with a bus. Fucking hit ace queen again. Ace queen. Ace queen. I'm always up against the nuts. Fucking killer hand. Fuck's sake. It's one of those mornings. I was a bad bet with the ace queen. But I do like to... I've got a tendency to bet when I haven't got anything. We've got outs, you know. But I'm not calling the shove with ace high pair. He's clearly got an overpair, hasn't he? Flat in the a7 here. It's a terrible flat, but there's I'm in a two. Oh, that was a misclick. That was a misclick. And two short stacks. And I was hoping to hit the flop, but I couldn't hit the flop with a bus. Fucking useless. I terrible mistake. I didn't really look at the stack sizes until the last minute, and then I misclicked. Fuck it. Shit happens. Oh dear. Not getting anywhere. Not getting anywhere quick. We're going to give up in about 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. And that's it for this morning. I think we're about 3 stacks down, I think. Maybe even more, I don't know. So, not a good morning. Shit happens. But I think, like I say, I think I just need to get a long period of time. You know, where I say like 7 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever. I'm going to play cash games, 4 tables, and just do it. Break every hour, as if it's a tournament. I quite like doing that, actually. I should do it. And, you know, we'll see how that goes. Actually, I think I might do that. soon. Oops. Okay, I'm going to pause it there. Not a really productive morning or profitable morning, but better luck to us next time. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.